of how to upload and create your own content, courses, course bundles, and curriculum. If you remember from part 1, accessing the ability to upload your own content and courses can be found in the upper left corner. Click Courses and Courses again. The next screen you see will have all Alchemy Vision courses as well as any courses that you create for your team. Remember, any courses that you do create and upload to the Alchemy Vision Learner. The difference between Alchemy Vision content and yours is when you click on Alchemy Vision content, you only have 3 actions on the right: enrolling, course enrollments, and activity reporting. Any courses you create and such as add your own course, which I have created for my team, give me the ability to edit it, duplicate it, and or delete it. You may recall in episode or part 1, I showed you what adding your own course looks like from the learner experience. Let's get started and show you how to make your own content. Start by clicking Add Online Course. Once you click Add Online Course, you're going to be directed to a course builder or a curriculum building page. To get started, we're going to leave the status inactive. We can turn this on later when I'm ready to actually activate this course to see what it looks like from a learner perspective. Getting started is easy. I just need a title. I'm going to call this Day 1 on the Job. The description can be as long or as short as you'd like. Day 1 testing for me works just fine. Language defaults to English, so you don't need to select anything here, and you don't need to worry about tags or automatic tagging. So getting started is simple. Give your course a title or your curriculum and give it a description. Let's scroll down to the next section called Syllabus. Syllabus gives you the option for your learners to complete all lessons in any order, meaning they have the ability to skip around, it's not sequenced, or you can say, I want my learners to complete all lessons in order by chapter. Hey, no skipping. Or they can go straight to the exam and skip all of the content if they so choose. For today's demonstration, since we're only going to be uploading one item, I'm going to say all lessons in any order. If you have terms and conditions you would like to apply, simply toggle this on and type in your terms and conditions. I will be leaving this off for today's demonstration. Mobile device alerts and Proctor can also be left off. Moving down to the outline, this is where you can actually start to build your outline or build your content. The chapter name is up to you. You can leave it as Chapter 1, or you can designate it with something fancy. For the sake of demonstration, I'm going to say Welcome, as the content I'm creating is content that is specifically for new hires on their first day on the job. Adding Learning Object comes next. Click Add Learning Object. Here you can see there's a variety of learning objects that you can add. Basics are going to be objects. Objects are PDFs mainly. Think anywhere you can create a PDF, from Google Drive to Canva, or any software that you have on your desktop or laptop that allows you to create a presentation of multiple slides and then save it as a PDF. These are objects. We'll get into videos, tasks, assessments, and all these other great upload abilities in later lessons. For today, let's stick with objects. Click Next. Here, we're going to give our object a name. I'm going to call it Day 1 on the Job. Training. We are going to select File, meaning that I already have this file or this PDF saved on my desktop or laptop. You can choose a URL if you like. If you use Google Drive, they have a feature on there which you can share documents via URL. You just have to make sure the correct sharing options are toggled on in Google, and then you would copy that link and paste it here. I do recommend sticking with File. You'll have less chance of human error or user error. Choosing your file is easy. Once you already know where it is on your desktop or laptop, click Choose File and choose File again. The file I'm going to choose is called First Day PDF. This is a PDF that I have created of rules and structures and routines for anybody who has their first day on the job, and I want to incorporate this as part of my training. Visibility will be marked private, meaning only your practice and your individuals can see it. You also have to select your department next. When you click Add Rule, your department and your practice will be the only one that shows up when you click Select Department. This is ensuring that only people within your organization and your practice can see content. My practice is called Todd's Dashboard. Click Choose, and once I click Choose, I can now see the Save button on the bottom has turned green, meaning I have filled in correctly all of the required pieces of information from uploading the file and selecting the department of my organization. Click Save. Once you click Save, you're going to be prompted to another screen in which you can add more description or detail on this particular object or this particular PDF. Again, I'm going to stay consistent and I'm going to call it Day 1 on the job. Go ahead and leave these defaults on the bottom for desktop and mobile. You don't need to worry about launching in pop-ups or new tabs. Most people disable pop-ups or enable them, they become a problem. Leaving the default modes here will work just fine. And then click Apply. Great, you've just added your first object. It's a PDF or a slide deck or a slide presentation for all of the requirements that you have for new employees coming in Day 1 on the job. If I wanted to add more chapters and more learning objects, I can do so here, but I'm going to save that for the next lesson on building out course bundles and building out your curriculum. Sliding down, let's move to Enrollment Rules. This field is required. Select Department, and you will notice again, only your department will be visible here, your practice. Mine is called Todd's Dashboard. I'm going to click Choose, and that's going to pop in here. Sliding down, I can allow self-enrollment, meaning that I'm only going to allow specific users within my organization to enroll into this particular course. I'm going to leave that off because I actually want everybody to be automatically enrolled. And by choosing Enable Automatic Enrollment, I'm going to click Specific, and then I want to add a rule. And if I add a rule, I'm going to say anybody who is only part of my department, meaning Todd's Dashboard, my practice, can have access to this content. You may notice that and subdepartments defaults here. You can leave it. If you have subdepartments, leave it there. But right now, subdepartments are primarily reserved for enterprise level customers that have multiple regions with multiple locations across multiple states, and those subdepartments are necessary for them to manage their organization properly. Okay, so enrollment rules, automatic enrollment, basically everybody within my team is going to be enrolled. And you know how I can double check? I have 7 people on my team. And so in total, it says 7 users meet the automatic enrollment rules. So I'm good to go. Sliding down, I can skip over manager enrollment. That's not going to be applicable. And you could, if you wanted, have an approval, being that you are the course editor. If you clicked on approval by course editor, it means that anybody that enrolls in this course or tries to enroll in this course has to be approved by you. Being that we have automatic enrollment of everybody, that means you would have to go ahead and approve them, which seems kind of redundant. So we're going to go ahead and leave this off. Sliding all the way to the bottom where I can't slide anymore, there's a few features down here that don't automatically populate. The first one is resources. If I click on resources, it's going to add in this particular box where I can add a resource. Think of resources as additional training materials or guides that you can add to accommodate or accompany your particular course or your lesson. We use resources to add in flashcards, study guides, and pocket reference materials that accompany specific lessons. For this particular demo, I'm actually not going to add a resource, so I'm going to delete it. But if I was to add a resource, the process is the same. I just simply pick a file from my computer and upload it. Catalog visibility is important. I do recommend that you add in catalog visibility. What this means is, hey, I want my course to have a picture. It's as simple as that. Coming into catalog visibility, we're going to go to this box down here where it says File and choose File. We do not need a category or a file. So when it says File, choose File. Again, I recommend staying away from URL. Actually save an image to your computer and then click Choose File. I'm going to go ahead and choose. And the image I've saved for this demo is right here, my first day. And so that, it looks pretty. Visibility, in this particular case, it can be public. It does not have to be private. Only people within your organization have access to this content. So leaving it public still just means everybody within your organization and your department. And to verify that, we have the department here, which we can add a rule. Select department, and only your organization should populate. Mine is Todd's dashboard, and I click choose. And now I have my green save button at the bottom, which means I've filled everything out correctly. And now I can click save. We're letting it do its thing, and it's done. In the event you wanted to make this course mandatory, you can turn that on. That will make it mandatory. And you could also feature the course, meaning that it will show up directly on the first page that learners see when they log in. You can add in a date if you want, an end date, and you can even set the number of the order in which you want to feature this course. For today, I'm going to leave that off. You don't have to worry about mobile app or enable recommended courses as well. And that's just about it. We are pretty close to being done to uploading our very first course. I'm just going to scroll back through and make sure I didn't miss anything. Coming back up to the top. Okay, in review, right now we are inactive. I have a title, I have a description. Language defaults to English, it's not needed. Coming down to syllabus, I said all lessons in any order, meaning that they can skip, but being that I only have one item, it's not really applicable. If I had multiple items, I wouldn't want them to skip if I don't want them to. I did not put in any terms and conditions. My outline consists of one PDF. It's a slide deck that I have created on Google Drive or Google Slides and saved as a PDF on my device, and I uploaded it. And then my lock department is my practice. Only people within my organization can see my content. I've allowed automatic enrollment of specific users, and I said those specific users is anybody that is within my organization and subdepartments of. This can be either or, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the same because you only have one department. And then coming down, I don't need any manager enrollments. I did not select any approval of anybody because I do want everybody to take this. And then I gave it a nice pretty picture called My First Day. And I think I'm just about there. We left off mandatory and we left off feature. Coming up to the top, here we go. I'm going to make it active. And then the final step is you have to go over to the right-hand corner and you have to publish your course. Let's publish. This may take a minute. Keep in mind the larger your files, if you have very long PDFs or even a video, that can take a few minutes to publish. Here I have 7 users that are being enrolled. That's my entire team. And this is going to be an active course. Let's click continue. And now I can see how my course looks. Coming back over to the top right-hand corner where the little person is, that's me. I'm going to click my drop down and I'm going to click Learner Experience. Click here. And this will take me direct to my Learner Experience, in which I can see what that course looks like. Go to My Courses, and before I do, if you did feature it, feature will show up here in Featured Courses, and if you make it mandatory, it's going to come in here as well. My Courses, drum roll, there it is, my first day on the job. And so I can pin that, and now it'll be on my home screen, or I can actually copy this link and I can put it in an email, or I can paste it in a new URL and go ahead and share that with others. Coming back to my home page, and I should appear right here at the bottom. There it is, my first day on the job. How lovely is that? Go ahead and click Start. And here we go. Things to consider before your first day of work. Again, this is just a test. I didn't build it out further than that, but had I built multiple pages, there would be arrows to cycle from one page to the next. And then you can even accompany this with a quiz, which we will get to in part 3 on uploading your own content, building your own courses, course bundles, and curriculums. Hopefully that helps for now. Looking forward to having you join me back for part 3 on building your own content.